Hey, what's up guys? I'm Nate.
And I'm Nick.
And this is Envision. Thanks for joining us today. We worked on some cool projects in the past, but we've never really documented them, so we wanted to document our next project, which is this 1977 Winnebago Brave.
And it has big problems.
So we're going to show you some of those problems, and we're going to also catch you up to speed on what we've done so far.
Which includes tearing out a lot of the major interior components and do some work on the roof. But stay tuned and we're going to catch you up to speed with how we got to this point here with the roof off.
All right, man. How's it going?
What's up, guys? Bought this 1977 Winnebago. This is going to be our next project. So we're excited for what's to come. We've got some big plans. Definitely going to need a roof job. That thing is not good. But yeah, 1977. She's a Brave, 26 foot. The model number is a D26RT. Inside's pretty solid, pretty good bones, so needs a little work exterior, definitely a new roof. Yeah, we'll do a little quick walk around here. We're stopping for our first gas fill up, so getting ready to spend a little chunk of change there. Yeah.
Check out these custom taillights.
Ladder's a little sketchy. I did go up on the roof though.
Listen to that beast roar, though.
Yeah, it's got the 440 big block Mopar in it, baby.
Then Fuego Winnebago.
You just come up with that?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right, guys, so here's what we got on the interior. Give you guys a quick walkthrough of the way she's going to start, and then we're going to get into demolition and start taking some of this stuff out. It's got a little bit of a funk to it, so not too bad considering she's almost 45 years old. But yeah, we got to get some of these curtains out, get the carpet out, all these old cushions. Let's go back a little bit. We got in the kitchen here, we got the nice little sink area, original stove. Got a new refrigerator in there. This area up here is definitely the area of the most water damage. Of course, right where the air conditioner is. These were not really built structurally enough to hold that much weight there, so what happens is it sags in and you start getting a lot of water damage. Luckily, it kept all the water coming inward and away from the walls, so a lot of the walls are in really good condition. Really not that much water damage at all to them. So we'll go back here. This is the toilet / shower. My wife hates this, that there's a toilet in the shower, but hey, it's practical. Takes up less space that way. So there's that. And we got two entrances into there. There's the door on this side. There's a little door here that closes off the bedroom area, a little pocket door. So that closes, and then you can also enter the bathroom from right there. So pretty cool layout. I'm gonna try to keep as much of this original as possible. We are going to be changing up the color scheme, making it a little bit brighter in here. Here's the twin couches in the back that can be used as beds as well. Only thing that's really missing is that nightstand there. But that's all right, because I'm probably going to convert this to some sort of bed that converts into like a king, but then can convert back into two couches like this during the day. This has the upgraded twin scissor hinge beds on the front and back. So this is the rear one. Some pretty heavy roof damage back here as well. And then up here by the driver seats, you can see there's a bed that pulls down there as well on the scissor hinges. So yeah, that's kind of what we're working with here. Floors feel fairly sturdy. There is, under the AC unit, a little bit of a soft spot there. Not horrible. But overall, I've looked at a lot of these in person before I bought this one, and This one has very little actual wall damage, which is one of the biggest selling features for me. Everything else is pretty easy to replace. The roof is going to be the biggest project. That's going to be next after we get this thing. So we're just looking for a space to do that. Hopefully find a buddy with a shop or something like that that we can use to get a new roof put on it. But yeah, that's about it. I picked her up up by Brainerd, Minnesota, which is about 2.5 hours from me. And she drove back just fine. Ran solid. We did pick up a nail in the front left tire at, I think, where we bought it from the gentleman we bought it from. We were driving it around his little farm area, and I believe we picked up a nail there because that tire was holding air better than any other tire previous to that. So, you know, as it sat for 3 months since he started it last, that was the only tire that still had air in it. And then on our way back, we noticed sparks coming from the front left tire, so we pulled over and found that nail. So somewhere along the way, we picked up a nail. But other than that, the 440 in here is running super strong, super smooth, and yeah, so we're excited about kind of going through that as well. But yeah, let's get started on step one here, which is rip out the carpet, take out all the cushions, the curtains, basically anything that's fabric in here, and you know, try to get some of that smell out of here, and then we'll go from there. So stay tuned. What's up, guys? So we just spent some time, a lot longer than I thought, ripping out the carpet in here. Luckily I got my buddy over here, Hayden. He's my neighbor next door.
Hi.
He's helping out with some of the demo. But yeah, let me show you what we got going on here so far. Alrighty, so we started by ripping out some of the carpet over by the stairs there. Hayden got to start in the back here, ripping out the carpet between the two couches. So he did a good job ripping that out, got that pretty cleaned up. And then we moved on to the harder part, which is taking out all the seats, seat belts, some of the accessories for driving over there. I had to take off the boot around the steering wheel there, and get around the gas pedal. This thing really fought me here. The trim that goes around the doghouse, that thing was a pain. They used some, I don't know if it was butyl tape or something along those lines, but man, that was a pain to get off. But we got it, and got all the carpet out. Gonna have to scrape up. There's kind of some insulation under here. Not sure what that was originally made out of, but as you can see, it's just kind of falling apart now. So definitely needs to come out. So we're gonna scrape this. So yeah, that's where we're at. Stay tuned. All right, so I think what we're gonna start next is getting this dinette table out of here. We got kind of a loose wall up here, and it's kind of in our way. So probably gonna try to figure out how this comes apart. Take off some of these boards here, and then take the table out and kind of see what we're working with underneath. And that should give us a good idea of if we can keep some of this stuff or if we need to gut it all. So that's what we're gonna work on. So we'll get that going and keep you guys posted. Down, it seems heavier than I thought. Watch it. Got it. Alright guys, so I just wanted to give you an update of what we got done yesterday. We spent basically all day outside in probably 20-degree weather up on the roof, stripping everything off of it. So the reason for that is we were having a lot of issues with the tarp that we had put over the RV. We had a lot of leaks coming through that, and so from the beginning we were kind of using some temporary tarps that had holes and that had been used in the past and weren't in the greatest condition. So we knew that we wanted to retarp it, but we figured while we're at it, we might as well make the best tarping surface up there. So to do that, we basically removed every single accessory up there. One of the big parts of damage to this vehicle is the roof, and you can see behind me here, pretty significant roof damage. We had a lot of leaking coming in around the air conditioner. It's really just too much weight for the roof design of these older vehicles. So we wanted to get that off first, and then from there, after we got the air conditioner off, we took off all of the vent covers, the skylight covers, basically any accessories that were up there. We wanted a perfectly flat surface. So we spent all day scraping the glue and all that off the top, taking off all the old plastic covers that had degraded and just very, very brittle at this point. So we did that, and then we got some thin particle board and patched all of the holes that were in the roof after that, and then used Flex Seal tape around the edges to at least add a little bit of water resistance to those areas. So that's where we're at right now. I'm going to give you guys a quick walkthrough of the areas that we patched. You might not be able to see that well because it's nighttime right now, and we're just lit with a couple LED lights in here. So I'll show you one or two of the areas that we patched. All right, so the main area, like I mentioned, is this the AC area over top of us here. Basically looks like a sunroof now. Let me zoom out a little bit. So you can see the black surface of the inside of this board that we used. There's a white glossy surface on one side and a black surface on the other side. So we used that to patch the holes. We cut it to shape and then just use flex tape, which should be decent at sealing temporarily for now while we work on the rest of the interior here. So that's one area that we patched. We also had some pretty significant leaking in this cupboard here through the pipe, the vent pipe for the sink, which you can see right there. So up on the roof, we used a bunch of Gorilla tape and just taped around that to try to create a little bit of a seal before we put the tarp over it. And you can see the water damage in there. And then in the back, there's just a little skylight fan set up there that was leaking pretty significantly as well. So we patched that, and then there was also a vent in the bathroom. So those are the major areas. There's also a vent above the stove here. And I think it was partially used for the furnace as well, maybe. So those are the areas we patched. Like I said, we took a lot longer than expected, just scraping off all the old stuff. Working on the top of a Winnebago isn't the easiest either. So, but we got it done, and this is where we're at.
All right, guys, thanks for sticking with us through that video. We have a lot more progress coming your way. We're gonna shoot a couple more videos out showing the full removal of this interior, and we're gonna pop the whole roof off this beast.
So if you guys like what you saw today, make sure to hit that thumbs up button and like this video. That'll help us out a lot. Make sure to subscribe so you get notifications on our next video so you can tune back in. Make sure to leave some comments down below. And until next time, peace.
That was good.
What am I supposed to say at the end of the video?
I'm a couple.